Students, let us start with pancreas today. After liver, pancreas is a heterocrine gland which contains both exocrine and endocrine part. It secretes pancreatic juice whose pH will be 7.8. Pancreatic juice contains pancreatic amylase for carbohydrate digestion, lipase for fat digestion, nuclease for nucleotide digestion, and inactive proteolytic enzymes for protein digestion. The proteolytic enzymes are trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, and procarboxypeptidase. Trypsinogen is activated by the enterocrinase into trypsin. Trypsin activates chymotrypsinogen into chymotrypsin, and it also activates procarboxypeptidase into carboxypeptidase. Coming to the small intestinal juice secreted by the small intestine glands whose pH is 8.4. Small intestinal juice is also called succus centricus. It contains disaccharidases for carbohydrate digestion, which are maltase, sucrase, lactase, and dipeptidases for protein digestion, lipase for fat digestion, and nucleotidase for nucleotide digestion, and nucleosidase for nucleoside digestion. Coming to the digestion part, start with the carbohydrate digestion. 30% of the starch is digested by the salivary amylase called tyalin, that is present in the saliva, and it acts at pH 6.8. It converts 30% of starch into maltose, and pancreatic amylase converts 70% of the starch into maltose. Here you must remember that in stomach there is no carbohydrate digestion. There is no enzyme for carbohydrate digestion in the gastric juice. Remember that. That is very, very important. Maltose is acted by the maltase and converted into glucose plus glucose, and the lactose by lactase converted into glucose plus galactose, and sucrose acted by the sucrase and converted into glucose and fructose. Coming to the protein digestion, proteins are acted by the pepsin in the gastric juice at pH 2. They are converted into peptones and proteases. Here protein digestion starts in stomach. Remember that point. That is very, very important. And next, peptones and proteases by the enzymes trypsin, chymotrypsin, and carboxypeptidases converted into dipeptides. Dipeptides are converted into the end products amino acids by dipeptidases. Here the protein digestion will be completed in the intestine. And now next, renin is present in infants, which converts milk protein casein into curdled milk. Renin acts on the milk protein casein in the presence of calcium paracaseinate, and this curdled milk will be acted by the pepsin that is present in the stomach. So let us continue with fat digestion tomorrow.